Hello and welcome back to the channel. Out tonight during Storm Darragh. We ain't doing anything stupid like camping in a tent or a hammock and tarp. We found a building to camp in for tonight, and it's an old mining winding drum engine house. So there's a mine shaft near where we are, and this would have been where the winding drum that lifted the material, and I believe it was used also for the men to get down to the mine, and that's where we're going to camp tonight. So we've just got all the gear in this room here as you get in, but we've got to crawl through there to get to the area that we're going to camp in. Nice big open space. Out the wind, out the elements, and we're going to stay dry. Okay, so we've managed to crawl through that gap from where the entrance is, and having been here before, I know the perfect spot for camping. It's going to be through here. There's a little bit there, a bit of a bench. I think our Paul's back to that. We're going to spend most of the night in this room here, to the old winding room for the shaft. I want to get that door down up floor. That'll make a nice bed base for me, that. Right, get my chair set up. Got a flask of hot water with me. I'm going to go have a brew, chill out for 5-10 minutes. Oh yeah, a nice brew down my neck now. Chair set up. All setting some lights up. Sorted that. That's a decent amount of light that now for recording. Great lights, all that room up now, that with your head torch as well. Quite bright that. We did have plenty of candles at home actually, I should have brought them. Right, so we've got a series of lights, which as you can see is good enough just for videoing. I've got no head torch on at the moment. So what was this building that we're in? Well, that there gives you the clue. Winding drum. And that's the cable that went out there to the shaft that you'll see in the morning. And it raised material, and it was also the way that the men went down, and we know that because just up there, which I'll show you better tomorrow when it's daylight, is a illuminated panel. It says material on, and it says men on. So besides being a winding drum house, there's also a maintenance area as well. You can see the tracks coming in, and the mine carts would have been maintained in here. The workshop bench there. This looks modern with it being breeze block. Another workbench area there. A few curious artifacts in here actually. It looks like an electrical timer, I think. possibly get some time switch there, for sure. It's a time switch. And I've seen these before where you turn them and they do start to go round. And then I'll re-show you through there in the morning. That was kind of a main electrical distribution area. Several entrances into it. Curious switch there, 5 amps, and an on and off button. Just for lighting. Plug socket there, 3-pin. Some other light switches for those fluorescents, and it had heaters in here as well. There would have been some big heating elements. And a little bit of a nice relic there, pit bottom, pit top 1 ring, pit bottom 2 rings, surface fitters 3, UG fitters 4, and a really old toggle switch which still works. Nice and smooth then. Yeah, same kind of 3-pin arrangement. So up above here would have had some sort of crane system. And as you can see, the SW 2 tons, safe working load, 2 tons. Big old light there. A big old distribution and fuse box. Hmm. 4-pin. Rotate for on. Not sure what that is. Big old Frankenstein on-off switch. Yeah. And it's a proper triple phase as well. 440 volts, 15 amps. Just neck. Out a name there, possibly. Might make that a bit better on one of the other ones. And we've got, that's compressed air line with an auto lube for adding oil to the system. And that coupling is what we usually see down the mains for running the machinery down the mains, like a kind of bayonet and push fitting. And a bit of a gasket there. There you can make out on that sign I showed you earlier now, men on, material on. So that was obviously some sort of indication to the winding drum operator as to what amount of weight was actually coming up. Some big lights with big reflectors, which we have seen similar things to that in Aberglaffenny, one of the Welsh slate mines. Guessing that's a fan heater. And then we've got a gauge here that's giving an indication of electrical power. And load more of these toddle switches. Think possibly a diesel tank. Don't know what the motor power was in here, whether it was electrical or diesel. We've got a big amp gauge over there, so probably electrical, which would mean that's probably for water. Unusual place for camp, but considering it's Storm Darragh tonight, makes more sense than a tent or a hammock and tarp. Break the wind, break any rain. Right, so Paul's just found a bit of an artifact there on the floor, dead soft at the end, and it's the brush out of a motor. One of the carbon brushes. Right, so we've got bored, so we've decided reach about on floor and see what stuff we can find. So electrical fuse box, some part flange, a brush off a motor, circlips, some rubber kind of vibration pads. That's like an anchor bolt, an old glove, some air ducting seals, martinair, bits of wood, another part flange, plastic plugs gauge, and we might have found the remains of a genuine Marning canary. Check that out. What kind of bird is that? It's obviously not a canary, it's too big. They got a little loop beak together, it's like a... Right, we're going to get something to eat before we get in the sleeping bag. It's just about 1 o'clock now. A bit later than what we planned, but got some Cumberland sausage and some Bury black puddings. I'll probably have half of those sausages and half of those black puddings. We need to be up tomorrow around 8 o'clock, get out of here and get to the man that we're exploring. Paul's got what we have in the steak and mushrooms. Yeah.
Steak. I've got the mushrooms actually. I've had the steak.
Right, so those sausages in black pudding, just about done. Give them another 30 seconds or a minute. Now falls on his steak there, cooking away nicely. And then I'm going to add the other half of these pack in the morning, I think. Right, so I'm going to tuck into them, finish my last can off, and then set about getting my sleeping system sorted. Get that door on the floor, get my mats out, sleeping bag set up, and then get up about 7:30, go down a mental man. Right, so I've got that door set up now, flat on the floor. I've got a camouflage cover that I can put down on top of that, my sleeping mat, and then my sleeping bag. That's the cover down. Get my mat on top of there, and then my sleeping bag set up, and I'll be spot on. That's the mat sorted. Right, so that's the trusty Van Gogh Nightstar 350. And I've been using that sleeping bag since 2006, so coming up to 20 years of that sleeping bag being the only sleeping bag I've used over winter. And it's bulky, but it's really, really warm. We're all set up as far as sleeping's concerned, and we're going to get a couple of videos going on Paul's phone on the tripod, finish off the night. Right, so we're going to start off with some Ed Stafford videos.
60 days on a tropical island. I can't hide.
So it's 7:30 now. Both up, both going to get a drink, probably have something to eat and get everything packed away, and then get to the man that we're going to do today. Everything packed away nearly, just boiling some water for a flask for the rest of the day, and then I'm going to get them black puddings and sausages down my neck. This is all packed away. We're going to get out of here now and get over to the destination of the man, explore for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time we're out. We did think about camping over this mine shaft with a hammock attached from each end, and I've had a nice warm breeze, well, heat from the mine coming up there, as you can see. Right, we're off back to the van, and then meeting up with a load of other guys this morning and doing a mine explore, which you'll see in one of the videos previously or after this one. I'm not sure when they're going out yet.